Hi Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. And yes, it's that time of month again. We're going to be looking at the month ahead. So, October, see what's happening for you. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. Every single like, comment, and subscribe, it really does help the channel grow and glow. So, thank you so much. Being such a small channel, it really does help out, guys. So I appreciate it. This week, we are going to be using the Yin Yang Oracle. I also have here the Kawaii Lenormand, as well as the Twin Flame Love Notes Oracle. But starting us off this week, we are going to use a guide for the Advanced Soul, a book of insights, and we are going to start off with a quote for your October. Bit of an overview, see how it will become somehow relevant to your month. Let's have a look. Aquarius, what does Aquarius need for October? Begin with the possible. Begin with one step. There is always a limit. You cannot do more than you can. If you try to do too much, you will do nothing. Okay, so that's a quote by P.D. Ospensky and G.I. Gurdjieff. Pardon? So start with the possible, one step at a time. Don't try to take on too much, otherwise you'll end up doing nothing. Okay? That's what we're seeing for you, Aquarius. So what are you trying to take on too? I can definitely feel the energy of you trying to take on too much here, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius in October? Splitting the month, start, middle, and end. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius in October, please? Start of October for Aquarius. Middle of October for Aquarius. And the end of October for Aquarius. Okay, seeing some very interesting energy here, Aquarius. Starting the month off very, very strong here, we have the Awakening card, which says, remember. You can see the beautiful, like the sun with the disc around the sunshine energy there. And then we have the Sun card coming through, which is all about strength and empowerment. So this is very interesting to see these two together because, the Sun quite frequently does talk about, personal revelations, bringing things out into the light. And then we see, remember, some sort of awakening, some sort of need for you to, remember your own strength for a lot of you here, to remembering that you have the power, that you are already awakened to something here at the start of October, that you already see that, you already know that within yourself. But it's a matter of finding the strength within and bringing that to the surface. Clarify this energy for Aquarius at the start of October, please. Start of October for Aquarius. I am seeing a lot of energy coming up for you this month, showing things that have happened in the past being somehow important to this month as well. Firstly, we have the bouquet. So the way that you give to things, the way that you give your time, your love, your energy to things. With the birds here as well, it's I'm picking up a kind of specific message here that it's like you giving your energy to some sort of rumor or gossip, you're giving that power over you. So there is a warning there as well that it kind of like you're better than that. Don't be giving your power to others by, giving power to a rumor or giving power to some sort of gossip energy. Because the birds does talk about conversations, but it can hold quite a lot of, chit chat kind of energy as well, that gossipy kind of stuff going on there. But I do also have the Tower here as well. So the Tower is kind of reminding you that you already have the foundation within you to know how to deal with this. And, the Tower does talk about solitude. It can talk about things from the past. It may be sort of saying to you that this is something you've dealt with before. You know how to deal with this BS because you've dealt with this before. You've had to deal with this. I'm hearing like you've dealt with this type of bitch before, is what I'm hearing. Because it's giving me very high school teenage drama energy from this birds. So it's kind of like, like the energy of like a high school bully or I'm getting that Mean Girls energy, the movie Mean Girls. I'm getting that kind of you can't sit with us kind of energy. So you've dealt with this before, because the Tower, it can talk about institutions as well. So I really am picking that up as a school-based thing. So for some of you, this may be like, it may even be connected to an actual person that you dealt with at school or at some sort of formal education type place, who was a bit of a mean girl, a bully type energy. And for some reason, it's like you've dealt with this before. You know what not to do. You know what to do about this, because and you already know to not give it your time, your energy, your thought of mind, because the more energy that you give to that person or that energy, the more it keeps sucking that out of you, is what I'm kind of getting here. That you actually have the strength within you to know how to deal with this in a better kind of way than what maybe has happened in the past. Maybe in the past you did give it your energy and you know what that ends up happening. You know how that ends up going. You know where that leaves you. That, because the flowers is very reciprocal. So it's like the more time and energy that you give to that gossipy, mean girl behavior, the more it keeps giving back to you. So the less involved you are, the less involved you stay, kind of thing. So it's kind of like, I'm not even going to engage with that energy because I don't want a bar of it. And that energy goes elsewhere so it can, annoy someone else, kind of thing. It's like, remember, I feel like we're seeing the awakening energy here, because it's like you may be very there may be like a reactive energy here, a temptation to react to this energy, and you want to sort of snipe back and say something back, but it's like, it's kind of advising you, no, remember, to deal with, that if you do that, it's just going to exacerbate the problem and make it even more so. And for some of you, it may not be like an actual, like, this may actually be somebody closer to you than, like a high school bully or someone at work, because I'm really just getting that click kind of energy where it's like, the cool kids at work or the cool kids at school, that kind of thing. but it may actually be somebody a little bit closer to you than that, because for the center of October here, we do have the rebirth and winter energy. I do read the seasons as my own. So winter does normally talk about, like the last few months. So maybe this person has popped back up in your life in the last few months. Like I said, I'm feeling past energy from that. It may just be talking about, that you're a different version of, with the rebirth keyword there, you're a different version of yourself now to the version of you that suffered in the past. Okay? Gave back to that energy in the past. You're a different person dealing with things in a reborn, a new kind of way here. But we do have the family, the home, the commitment energy. Okay? So for some of you, this may be a little bit closer to home than, like school people. It may be like a family member that is making you feel like this mean girls energy. Okay? And for others of you, that is kind of separate. And this, the rebirth is within your family commitment energy. And there's something happening in that sense where you are sort of finding some sort of new beginning within your home energy. Clarify the middle of October for Aquarius, please. Okay, so we do have the dog and then the heart. So yeah, so for majority of you, this is actually a separate energy to that high school mean girls stuff at the start of October, okay? So maybe that's why we're seeing that, because they're the ones offering you support through this and offering you, saying, Aquarius, you're better than that. You dealt with that, deal with it differently to how you dealt with it in high school, that kind of thing. Offering you support and love. Unconditional love, loyalty, support, companionship, friendship, of course, as well. So we're definitely seeing like a new beginning here, a stronger commitment, a rebirth in the friendship, the loyalty, the love between you and family and home. So whether that's blood family or whether that's just your current home energy. Within your own self, a stronger commitment to being your own friend first, loving yourself first, and not, remembering that you're a reborn version of yourself. You're not the same person that you were, when you were being hurt by gossip or rumors in the past, is what I'm getting there. The end of October, we do have the divine feminine energy coming through. That has come through with guarded and vulnerability. Okay. So divine feminine does talk heavily about emotional stuff already, trying to nurture the emotional, side of yourself here. But we do see you very guarded and having, very vulnerable to the emotional stuff at the end of October. So we'll clarify and see what that's all about. Okay, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius at the end of October? We have the emotions card. Okay, the moon coming through first. So straight away, yes, we do see emotions very close to the surface with whatever's going on at the end of October. We do also, with the moon, there is a strong sense of trusting your intuition. The feminine energy also wants you to nurture and trust your intuition. So definitely, regardless of the vulnerabilities that you feel, how guarded you may feel, it is very important for you to nurture your intuition and listen to your emotions and balance those out with rational thinking as well. We have the clouds here. Okay, so the clouds, I am sort of feeling for a lot of you though, the clouds is you're overthinking your emotions in some kind of way here as well, because the clouds, the more that you overthink things, the closer to anxiety and depression and things like that you do get. So, be careful not to guard too much from your emotions. I feel as though there's an important need to nurture your emotions and listen to your emotions because they're guiding your intuition, but not being very careful to not overthink those emotions, to not sort of dwell on those emotions and get swept up in those emotions, because that's where it's going to start clouding your judgment and creating more confusion for you. Okay, so trying to temper those emotions with, by balancing out the logical, the rational, so you're not sort of going overboard one way or the other with that, especially when it comes to relationships. Okay, we have the ring popping its little head out there as well. So I do feel that for some of you, this is, specifically to do with a certain relationship. Clarify that relationship for Aquarius at the end of October. Okay, so we have the child coming through. So for some of you, this is your relationship with a child or as a child. Okay, so this could be your inner child, your relationship with your own self, the inner child that, because we do see that getting popped up at the start of the month for you. So, having to deal with something from your past, like emotions that are the same as something you have to deal with in the past, it can definitely bring that inner child to the surface. Those little wounded baby within that, still needs to process and heal from some of that stuff from the past a little bit here. So, creating a stronger relationship with that and working out what emotions you do need to, balance out here, and what emotions you need to approach and try to, nurture a little bit more within yourself. Okay, especially with, such a feminine emotional energy, and then the child really, needs to be nurtured and strengthened by that divine feminine, by looking at the emotions and holding that close to you. So for some of you, though, it may be specifically to do with your relationship with a child, like your child, a child, that's sort of setting your guarded energy off a little bit, getting you a little bit emotional. There may be something popping up here too. So I do feel that there is at least one of you that you are needing to step in to protect a child in some kind of way, in order to protect a relationship with a child as well for some of you. So just be aware of that for some of you there is an actual child, but for the rest of you that is your inner child that you're needing to step in and protect. And the way that you're protecting that inner child is by actually sorting through some of those emotions that have come to the surface for you, but trying to do so in a logical, rational kind of a way to protect that sweet little innocent child within yourself. Okay. The hidden energy, we do see long term things are working out for you, though. Okay, so long term energy is very good for you here, but just a few little things flagging up for you this month, Aquarius. Okay, but looking at love and romance, we are looking more so from messages from the universe in regards to love and romance, but see what pops up for you. Okay, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius in October with love and romance? Love and romance for Aquarius during October, please. I need space. Okay, starting off with I need space. So that may be you needing to take some space from just the idea of love at the moment, to be honest. For a lot of you, it seems like you've got enough on your plate at the moment. You're kind of like, I just need some space. Like, I wish we could be together, but it's complicated. I need some space. I need some time to sort through how I feel and sort through this emotional stuff, especially at the end of October here. Sort through my own emotions and work out what I do sort of feel here. I do feel for a lot of you that is you, just needing some space from romance and love and all that sort of stuff at the minute. My love for you is stronger than ever. Okay, that actually feels like that's a message directly from the universe for you, Aquarius, that the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, love for you is stronger than ever. There is a lot of love there for you. I am really picking up strongly on a lot of platonic. Friends and family supportive love around you this month. So, really relying on that kind of a love and love for yourself as well. Especially that beautiful, sweet little innocent child within. Your love for that innocence is bigger than ever, stronger than ever. Okay, because as an adult, we understand that our sweet little innocent inner child, innocent. You know, we're not born into this world with hatred in our hearts, with all these emotions and fears and whatnot. We're just looking for the adventure and smiling up with a big smile full of love on our faces. And so we need to protect that sweetness, that innocent inner child. Okay, so that's what we have for you, Aquarius. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.